Ever wonder where the cash in your pocket comes from? It doesn't grow on trees. And surprisingly, it isn't even made of paper. In the United States, every single bill is born in one of two high-security factories, one in Washington, D.C., and one in Fort Worth, Texas. It all starts with the paper, which is actually a blend of 75% cotton and 25% linen. This makes the money strong enough to survive a trip through the laundry. Large blank sheets arrive at the factory. These sheets already have hidden security features like a plastic thread and a watermark you can only see in the light. The first step is the offset printing. This adds the soft background colors you see on the $20, $50, or $100 bills. Next comes the most important part, the Intaglio printing. This is where the famous portraits and the feel of the money are created. Massive plates press the paper with 20 tons of pressure. This forces the paper into the ink-filled grooves, creating that raised texture you can feel with your fingernail. After the portraits are printed, the sheets need to dry for about 72 hours. We can't have the ink smudging. Once dry, it's time for the Great Seal and the Green Treasury seals. This happens on a different machine called a cope press. This is also when the unique serial numbers are added. No two bills of the same series have the same number. Security is everywhere. Specialized color-shifting ink is used on higher-value bills. If you tilt the bill, the number changes from copper to green. Now the sheets are full of money, but they aren't individual bills yet. They move to the cutting stage. A giant, razor-sharp guillotine blade slices the sheets vertically and then horizontally with microscopic precision. At this stage, high-speed cameras scan every single bill. If a bill has even a tiny ink spot or a tear, it is marked for destruction. The rejected bills are replaced with star notes. You can tell these apart because they have a small star at the end of the serial number. The perfect bills are then gathered into straps of 100 notes. A paper band is wrapped around them to keep them organized. 10 straps are then bundled together to create a brick of 1,000 bills. That's a lot of buying power in one small cube. These bricks are then stacked onto pallets. A full pallet of cash can weigh over a ton and be worth millions of dollars. But this money isn't real yet. It's just printed paper until it is officially issued by the Federal Reserve. Armored trucks arrive at the factory under heavy guard to transport the new cash to Federal Reserve banks across the country. From the Federal Reserve, the money is distributed to your local bank or the ATM down the street. Every day, the BEP produces about 38 million notes. Interestingly, 90% of those are just to replace old, worn-out bills that are being retired. The $1 bill is the most common, but it also has the shortest lifespan, usually lasting only about 6 years before it wears out. On the other hand, a $100 bill can stay in circulation for over 15 years, because people tend to handle it more carefully. Throughout this whole process, the ink used is top secret. It's a special formula that never truly dries like normal paint, staying slightly chemically active. Designers at the BEP spend years updating the look of our money to stay one step ahead of counterfeiters using the latest technology. They use microprinting text so small you need a magnifying glass to read it. It looks like a solid line to the naked eye. There are also hidden features only visible under ultraviolet light which glow in bright neon colors. Next time you hold a dollar, take a second to look at the detail. The history, the chemistry, and the engineering involved are incredible. From cotton fields to the high-tech presses, that simple bill is a masterpiece of American manufacturing.